I'm chronicling the history of Pokemon cards by collecting them, putting them in a binder. Collect them all is a nearly impossible goal, but the first step is to know what you're looking for. Welcome to Check the Box. We're on the 7th episode of the Ultimate Pokemon Master List series, and I'm really excited for this one. You could say it's the culmination of a childhood decision that has stuck with me for over 25 years. You guessed it, today we're covering my OG starter Squirtle, and after just coming out of the Charizard video, this should be refreshing for anyone who's sick of looking at placeholder cards. Alright, we're breaking the drought with a first edition base set Squirtle. We get rid of the stamp for the Shadowless version, and next is the Unlimited version with the drop shadow under the artwork. Finally, we have the 4th print, also known as the UK print, which added the year 2000 to the copyright text. I'll keep going with the base set reprints, starting with base set 2, released in 2000. Legendary Collection brought the card back in 2002. This unveils the first ever reverse holo cards with this wild firework pattern. It took over 20 years to see another base set reprint, but we finally got one with the Pokemon Trading Card Game Classic. Backing up to 2000 again, we find Squirtle in the Team Rocket set. This was technically the last first edition Squirtle, but we do get a really great cameo in Gym Challenge, which has a first edition printing. This is definitely one of my favorite cameo cards, and it's certainly more wholesome than the Japanese artwork. Expedition base set has 2 Squirtle cards, and we resume reverse holo printings going forward. In 2003, we have another great cameo appearance in Aquapolis with the Town Volunteers Trainer card. This caps off the Wizards of the Coast era. In the EX series, Squirtle first emerges in the Team Magma vs Team Aqua set. Staying in 2004, we get everyone's favorite EX era set, FireRed LeafGreen, which has 2 Squirtle cards. Now before I breeze through these, I have to come clean about something. I've covered cards from this set in every video so far, and a handful of viewers have mentioned that I'm out of the loop on a really interesting quirk. EX sets have a serial number in the bottom left of the card, and to be honest, I have no idea why. But what I do know is that this presented a prime opportunity for trivial card variations. Depending on your taste, this could be really exciting or really annoying. I'm still processing my take on it. For the task at hand, this means there are actually 3 non-holo versions of each of the Squirtle cards in FireRed LeafGreen. For some reason, this did not impact reverse holos. Since Squirtle is my ride or die, I am including these in the master set, but I'm still debating how I'll cover these in the future. I'm leaning towards not including these as separate cards for future master sets, but let me know in the comments what you think about this. Before we move to the next set, the second FireRed LeafGreen card got a reprint in the 2006 World Championships deck. This is one of my favorite Squirtle artworks, so I'm definitely not complaining. Squirtle made a quick appearance in the Pop Series 4 set, before getting 2 cards in the Crystal Guardians set. The first card got a reprint as a City Championships promo. One year later, we see Squirtle in the Secret Wonders set, where we return to the more traditional reverse holo designs. Squirtle continued to make fairly regular appearances with Platinum in 2009 and Unleashed in 2010. Squirtle's debut in the Black and White era came in Boundaries Crossed. He next appeared in Plasma Storm in 2013. Followed by Plasma Blast that same year. This card got a Build-A-Bear Workshop promo as well. Squirtle didn't appear in any XY era sets, so I'm not sure why he's so tired when he returns in 2019's Team Up. There are actually 2 Squirtle cards in this set. Unbroken Bonds has another one of my favorite Squirtle artworks, which got multiple reprints, including this Blister exclusive holo and the 25th anniversary McDonald's set, which had a holo version as well. Pokemon Go was released in 2022, which was followed by a promo card. Squirtle was of course featured in the 151 set. This card got a Costco exclusive Cosmos Reverse Holo, and a Pokemon Center exclusive with the Pokemon Center stamp. 151 also features Squirtle's first full art card with this illustration rare. Squirtle unveiled a blue border card in the My First Battle deck along with a normal printing. Then there was one more promo in 2023. The last Squirtle card as of making this video is this awesome illustration rare from Stellar Crown. If you haven't been keeping track, this is the first and currently only set that I have 100% complete. As much as I'd like to end it there and move on with my head held high, there are some caveats I feel obligated to cover. Squirtle appears in the 2016 Champions Festival. I've talked about this card in a couple of other videos, but short story is, due to the method these are distributed and the plethora of stamped variants, I'm not including this in the master set as a cameo card. Another one I haven't mentioned before is the 2019 Champions Festival, in which the background features the same image as the other Champions Festival card. I'm obviously excluding this as well, but I'm sure there are collectors out there who may disagree. I of course also have to mention these two cards from Delta Species, where Ditto is disguised as Squirtle. Similar to the FireRed LeafGreen set we discussed earlier, the common cards in this set had 3 different versions with unique serial numbers. One of these also got a promo with a Games Expo 2007 stamp. Squirtle also had a well-hidden cameo on this Hoopa V illustration rare. It's even harder to see in person, so I'm not including it in my master set. And for full disclosure, I have one more card to cover. You see, Squirtle has been my priority collection for years, which is the main reason I have some of the older, more valuable cards. For a long time I thought I had the complete Squirtle master set, until a few years ago when I saw this video.
What you're about to witness are the very first Pokemon cards that were never released to the public. In fact, they were only given out in very small quantities to Pokemon leagues before Pokemon was even really a thing. It was a way for people to learn how to play the game. Inside of these decks contain cards worth hundreds, some even worth thousands of dollars for use with Pokemon League Cerulean City season, not for resale. So if you see it down there, not for resale. All right, let's keep it going. Next up we have Squirtle. Here we go. These are what we're looking for. It has the shadow there on these, and Trainer Deck B on the back. Trainer Deck B on the back.
Now this Trainer Deck B Squirtle card gets to live in my mind as a personal holy grail. But I think it's very fair to argue this does not belong in the master set, since it's a prototype and was not released to the public. Alright, I've poked as many holes in this as I could, so as long as we all agree that I get to make the rules, I've officially completed the Squirtle master set. The Squirtle set list starts out strong, but ends up just above Bulbasaur. The fire line is still dominating here. But Squirtle does come up a step in the value category. I did have to push Charizard off the chart to be able to see it though. On that note, I'll have to start limiting the number of Pokemon I include in these charts soon, so let me know what comparisons you'd like to see in the future. Well, that's the end of the video. Let me know if I missed anything. I'll try not to take it too hard. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. If you'd like to support the channel, consider becoming a member, and as always, keep coming back if you need more boxes to check.